Well, Space Coast Daily here with Marlene Woodside here in a beautiful condominium here in Cape Canaveral. Marlene, tell us about your experience with Dr. Greenspoon and tell us about your life before the surgery and your life now today.
My life before the surgery had dwindled to having to be very careful in making my choices, where I could go, where I couldn't go, and my husband and I love to travel. So I became more and more limiting. The miles I used to walk I couldn't do anymore. I could do just maybe 15 minutes of a walk. I could go on about the before, which was not so pleasant. Wear out very quickly. And even though it's been just over 3 months with Dr. Greenspoon, I have my life back. My knee is, there's no more pain, none at all. Certainly at night. Yeah, it's like a little child that laid in one position for one time and would scream, move me, yes. And I recognize that kind of pain, and certainly if I overdo, I have pain with it.
Now, you had a knee replacement, a total knee replacement with Dr. Greenspoon in February of this year.
Yes.
And just 3 months later, you've been very diligent with your therapy and your exercises. And how does your knee feel today, and what is your expectation for some activity here in the not too distant future?
Well, my knee is almost normal, not completely. It's still somewhat stiff. I still know it's brand new knee in there. As far as how it feels today. As far as my future, I'm heading out on a cruise next Friday, and I expect to have a wonderful time and walk those decks and to swim and to go on tours that are available. And so I couldn't be happier. I really could not. Dr. Greenspoon truly saved my life when you think about it, because I could just lay around and watch TV all the time. But now I don't have to do that. Thank you, Dr. Greenspoon, for what you did. Thank you, Jeff, for what you did. All those wonderful nurses in Viera Hospital. Anybody out there, it's like a resort. Go. It's just, if nothing else, just to see it. They all were wonderful to me. They treated me with great respect and encouraged me, which I think was the major part of getting well. The encouragement of, hey, go on and do it. You can do it. I know you can do it. And so I did.
I know your husband Wes is a big part of your life, and he's such a special man, of course, serving all those years at the Space Center. I know that he helped you as your coach, didn't he, in your rehab?
He was my #1 coach. When I came home, he was here 24/7. He took off work for 3 weeks, stayed home, took care of me, didn't mind my yelling and complaining and the pain. He understood it. He cooked, he cleaned, he answered the phone, he was wonderful.
Tell us about, I understand prior to the surgery you took a class to get educated on what to expect by Health First, is that right?
Yes, I believe it was mandatory, but even if it isn't, I highly recommend everyone go, because you must go with your coach. Of course, my husband Wes is my coach, was my coach, and they give you, I think there was something like 2 hours where they teach you what to expect. They give you the knee so you can look at it, feel it, know that this is what is going to be in replace your knee. And it was very, very helpful to have that class. And like Wes said, when we came back, he was so glad that he did go, because he was unaware of all of the things that could happen and what to do to keep that from happening.
And I understand you were part of the Health First health plan, so they actually sent nurses and therapists to your home here?
They did, and once again, they couldn't have been better. Had a nurse come in 2 or 3 days a week, I think, and a therapist, something like every other day. It's hard for me right now to remember, but the therapists were wonderful. They worked out with me, they showed me how to do it, and they made me stretch what I had done the time before. We stretched it just a little further each time they came. So here I am, bending my knees. Look at this.
Well, Marlene, thank you so much for sharing your story with us. It's going to help a lot of people to find Dr. Greenspoon and the great people at Viera Hospital. We want to really thank you for sharing that story with us, and we appreciate your time very much indeed, and enjoy the cruise.
Oh, thank you so much. And if this helps anybody at all, I'm more than willing to hang in there.